Hey there everybody, it's Atherbeer Stand back here with some more Timberborn. This is the Diorama map on hard mode because of course that's how we do. We learn the game on hard mode. We don't even mess around with easy or normal difficulty at all ever. Literally the first time I played this game I just put it on hard mode and never looked back. And we're playing with the Folktail tribe, which brings us to the point of the episode. I really have just gotten into this game, so I'm not saying that I'm an expert, other than, just being generally okay at games. But I want to unlock the Iron Teeth tribe, so that's going to be the goal of the playthrough. And then once we've accomplished that, maybe we do other things. If I find that I'm in the middle of something that I'm enjoying. So we'll see how that goes. But that's going to be the stated goal, is just to unlock the other tribe. I also want to expand a little bit on the quick start guide, because in watching that back, I realized that I didn't really explain things as well as I wanted to. So the first thing that we want to do, we have 9 unemployed beavers. Well, technically 7 because 2 of them are already assigned, but we want to put all 9 of our people to work as quickly as possible. The only thing that we can give them to do right now at the beginning is to become builders. So we're going to up our builders to 4. We're going to lower our workplace priority again because I like the way that worked. And we're going to continue to do a 20-hour workday because I like the way that worked too. And then we need to immediately put the ones that we can, meaning our 4 builders, to work. The only thing we can build are flags, so that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to build 1, 2, 3, 4. We want to get all of our beavers to work as quickly as possible, so we're going to build 8 of these things, and then we're going to build a water pump as soon as we actually get some wood. And that'll be 9 beavers employed on the first day, and that's as good as we can do. Oh, and we need to mark out our tree cutting zones. So we'll take all the trees, basically all the, oh, that's not it at all, is it? We'll take all the trees on the map, essentially. Take all of those, all of these guys, everything up here. And I don't think we'll be getting to it anytime soon, but we might as well mark those to get cut as well. Now, honestly, I don't know if we're even going to cut those because it's birch trees, and by the time we can get to it, we should have some sustainable forestry going. So let's let these guys go until we've got a little bit of wood. They're going to start returning with wood momentarily, so we'll go ahead and queue up our water pump. We'll just have 1 guy working on that, which should be fine. Meanwhile, this wood here is going to be for our farms. We want to get 6 wood in each of these. That'll give us 24, which is 1 shy of where we need to be, but I'm going to try to do 1 drought cycle per episode, I think, in the beginning anyway. How are we doing over here? That's 4. So as soon as they start returning with their last load of wood, we're going to pause all of these and build ourselves a farm right there. And before I forget, because it's easy to forget, I'm going to plant carrots and some sunflowers, because like I said, our key objective is to get the iron teeth unlocked, and for that we need 15 well-being, which we currently have 0. And sunflowers is a quick way to get one well-being. And well-being, I did not realize in the quick start guide when I was doing that how important well-being is. Well-being is actually, the higher your well-being, the more bonuses your people get for movement speed and work speed and that kind of thing. Now we've got, let's do that, and let's do that. We've got 2 builders that will go and build that and then start harvesting wood from up here. We need to start clearing some area. It's not efficient, but we need to get this birch out of the way. That's the end of the work day. End of day 1. We did okay. We got at least some crops in the ground. So that means on day 5 we'll have some food income. Not a great deal, but at least something. Now, speaking of food income, we're going to want to put some gathering flags up in there. How are we doing here? We've got 11, 23, 33, 49. That's great. We've got 2 builders somehow. I'm not sure how that worked. So we'll put in a power wheel. Oh, there's our 2 builders, right? They were doing that. Right. I had already subtracted them in my mind. So to build this power wheel, we will pause those 2. I'm going to keep an eye on our farmers, because as soon as they finish sowing the crops, we're going to have them go do other things as well. Another thing that I got wrong in the quick start guide, and I don't know if it's just being misinformed or if something was changed or how exactly that happened, because I found multiple sources that said that these stumps will turn into trees, but in the current release of the game, in any case, they will not turn into trees, and so we do not need to worry about planting around those. That was a big waste of everyone's time in the quick start guide, and I wanted to correct that. Again, like I said, I don't know if I was just misinformed or if something was changed from a previous version, but now that does not happen anymore. Well, the way that it works now is grown trees have a chance to propagate. They drop saplings or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what the actual mechanic is or how it functions, but that seems to be the way the game is working now. So we'll pause that. And what are we going to have them do? I think we'll have them go and build a couple of gathering flags. And we'll set those to high priority. So we can have 2 builders go and do that, and the other 2 can keep working on this wheel. And it doesn't seem like there's any way to keep them from swapping places and always doing the slowest possible thing. So we're just going to accept that as part of the game. Maybe there's some clever trick that we can do to prevent them from doing that, but until I find it, we're just going to accept that as part of the game and carry on. Now that is done. We have just enough wood. Perfect. We can get our lumber mill up and going. Put that there. We need some pathways, like so. We're going to nuke those guys. We don't need them anymore, as that's where our forester is going to go, and we want to get that forester up as quickly as we can. We've got water, we've got food, now we need to get sustainable wood income as quickly as possible. And we're getting really good power here. Another thing that I was wrong about in the quick start guide is that the Gear Workshop does not take 50 horsepower. It takes 120. So I was way wrong there. But there's nothing we can do about that now except issue a correction. Now I think we're also done with these guys. We don't need them anymore. They were really just to get this farm built. This map is small enough that you know, not having your building materials immediately adjacent to your workplaces is not the end of the world. But it is an efficiency, and if it doesn't cost us anything, we should probably try to maximize that. And when I say an efficiency, I mean an efficiency, not an inefficiency. I think I might have pronounced that a little bit wrong. We'll put in some roads here. We need to get some science going. We've got 1428. That's enough for 2. So we'll start those in the morning. I think I want to build 3 actually. We want to jam on science pretty hard, and we'll keep those guys operating, so they should be able to bring in the remaining, what, 8 wood that we need by the time the first 2 get built, hopefully. Now we are going to be 1 beaver short. However, that looks like it's full, and that looks like it's full, so that works out. Now we do need a dam by the time the drought shows up, but I'm not in a super hurry. I would rather devote the wood that we can gather towards other things, like front load our industry and our progress and build the dam at the last possible minute, essentially. Oh, they're still running for supplies. That's okay. It's a small map. Again, like that is not as important as it might be on a larger map. But I am going to leave those guys gathering because we're going to build some housing up here, and we're going to need wood fairly close by for that, so we might as well just leave them going. 7 and that's 11. Yeah, we should have enough. By the time this guy hits 7, let's go ahead and... Oh, we can't. We haven't unlocked it yet. We will have it soon, by the end of the day, I imagine. We will have the logs, the planks, and the research. 1 per hour. We need 13 more, 12 more. 4 more hours. Yeah, we'll get that done by the end of the day, no problem. So with that in mind, let's decide. I want to plant some birch trees just so we have something really quick. Oh, guess we can't do that. We can't be ahead of the game. That doesn't work. Can't have that, governor. Now, day 3. I just want to make sure that we unpause this when we start getting crops to grow in. That seems like a bad thing to forget. We want to stockpile wood here for our dam. There's our research, that's the word. We're going to put him right there. Yes, spend it, unlock it, make it happen. Let's plant some trees. Like I said, we'll do birch here. We need to make sure that those are marked for cutting as well. For a quick little influx of wood in 7 days' time. So right about the day 10 mark, we should start bringing in this wood. So right after the next drought ends, basically, or right before the next drought begins. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. All right, go. Now then, how many? We have 1 single builder that's doing nothing, so let's have him come and clear out these berry bushes, the ones that have been harvested anyway. It'll be slow progress, but it'll be something for him to do in the meantime. just as he's able, because that is a low priority. How come he didn't plant? I guess it didn't get finished in time. How are we doing out here? 15, 16, those are almost full. 11 and 12. That's the drought approaching. We need to start thinking about our dam. Now, I am not a proud man, so I have absolutely no problem using these small warehouses as bridges. Some people seem to think that that's a bad thing to do, but I don't care. We're gonna do it because that is expedient and that is winning. I'm gonna set them to empty so they're not, at least not flashing tacky icons at us. Arguably, we could have waited a whole nother day to do this, but I don't want to flirt with disaster too much. Are you done? You pause you. This guy's almost done as well. Pause you. There we go, getting trees planted. Now we're getting a bunch of bushes knocked down. Things are happening. It's great. That is not what I wanted to click on at all. Random beaver. We've got how much? Plenty of wood out here. That's 34. That's enough for at least 2 houses. We'll just kind of build them as we're able. We just need 4 planks for that. Perfect. We'll have that done way ahead of schedule. I don't know, there's not really a schedule, but we'll have it easily done in time. Now there's not really, oh, they can, yeah, they can get all this over here. Perfect. Beautiful. We are about to run out of water power. We got 2 days worth of time left to make planks out here. And he is actually full. So, in the interest of making maximum use of our water, the time that we're going to have water flow for, let's introduce some plank storage. I guess right here. It's cheap to move it if it's not a good place. Everybody's hungry. Let's make more of these. I don't want to build storage because storage costs resources, so we'll just use them as storage. Someone just grew up. That gives us a whole extra beaver. So that should take all of our builders. Once those are done, we should have zero builders left, which is kind of perfect because we don't really have any resources to build anything with at the moment. Beautiful. Just keep an eye on these for when they start filling up. And then they can become builders and tear down berries. Right, right. Oh, you know, probably we should unpause these guys. go and chop wood instead. So we need to build more housing. Are you done? No, you still got some time. Yeah, that all works out well. That's how you win at RTS games. Like, you just have to keep all your people busy all the time. And kind of keep them pointed in a straight line. If we start trying to do 6 different projects at once, then nothing really gets done. I mean, eventually it does, but it doesn't get done efficiently. I've been watching videos, well, I should say this, I've been trying to watch videos, but man, it is super hard to watch Timberborn videos. And I know some content creators do this on purpose. They make a lot of mistakes, or they play the game inefficiently on purpose, or semi on purpose. They intentionally adopt kind of a lazy play style so that they get a lot of engagement, because people can't help themselves. They're like, no, you suck, you didn't do the thing, and you forgot to do the thing, and if you do the other thing, then you'll be better at the game. And like, I get that that's a valid strategy for like creating engagement, but I personally can't watch those videos. Like, it's just watching people play the game badly, and that is not what I'm about at all. Start getting some carrots harvested. So yeah, when I start watching a Timberborn series and like the guy is just bad at the game, like I'm clicking away. Because before the first drought has even started, look at us. Like, what have we got? We've already got food, not only planted, but we're harvesting our first crops. Before the first drought, we're harvesting our first crops. We've already got trees in the ground. We've already got plank industry. We've got storage. Like, is that 23 or 20? I think it's 23. My eyesight is failing me in my older years, and I don't yet have, I'm still too stubborn to get prescription glasses, so I just have to struggle. I'm choosing to struggle, actually. I shouldn't say I have to. Whether that's a good choice or not, I don't know, but I'm doing it. And we've got all the berries cleared, basically, except for one plant. I mean, we've kind of got our basic colony triple research. We're starting on our housing. We're about to build more housing. That's what this wood here is for. We can get one more done. Maybe instead we make a campfire. Or maybe we don't actually make that. Maybe we just pencil it in. I'm not a huge fan of that, but it is kind of important sometimes so that you can know where other things are going to go. Let's get a couple of houses queued up. I think just one, though, because we have, yeah, only 14 logs close by. And we actually have no builders, so who are we going to pause in order to go and do that? Those are all paused. Who do we have? This guy looks like a prime candidate. Yeah, we'll just have one dude build on our housing for a minute. Probably we can just unpause that. By the time he gets finished with one, he'll be ready to build the other. Then we just need to get one more and we can start growing our population a little bit. We don't want to get too carried away with that. Another thing we're going to need is some storage for our carrots. So let's put that in here. One thing, and I don't think it's going to matter too much in this playthrough because, like I said, we're just trying to unlock the iron teeth. But one thing that this map, I think, is going to encourage is a lot of vertical building. So stacking things is going to be a big deal, I think. I was giving some serious thought to building a little aqueduct that came across the back here and then, like, greened up this level. But I also feel like maybe we don't want to do that because that would mean moving everything that we've built up here, which is pretty substantial at this point. New healthcare, or new well-being high score of 3. That's great. As soon as we get the next house built, we should be considerably better. Now, how are we doing here? 4 and 7 is 11. That's the drought started. Now, one thing you may notice that I'm not doing, and this is a thing that bothers me about a lot of videos that I've watched, is like they want to put down 6 water storage tanks on the first day. It's like we don't need to store water on the first drought cycle, really. Even if the land dries up a little bit right at the end of the drought, like that's survivable. And depending on RNG, it might not. Probably make it through a 5-day drought. Maybe even a 6-day drought. Now, what are these guys doing? Okay, they are harvesting. Great. This guy has got nothing to do. We got 31 planks saved up, though, and that's pretty good. So we'll burn our way through those. We have a lot of research that we just kind of didn't do anything with. So let's unlock stairs. Yes, do that. Put in some stairs up there. We want to get out this direction and build some kind of a dam structure. We'll make a reservoir up here. It's the only place we could potentially either make a reservoir here and like build it up really tall up to this height. Ideally, I would think something vertical and narrow. We can also potentially create some kind of a lake down here. That might be a good thing in the long run. And then we need to divert this bad water off the map as well. So I think we'll just build a wall across here, and then just kind of force it off the edge of the map there. Not try to do anything super fancy with it. Looks like we got a 6-day drought, so we'll see how long this water lasts, whether it gets us through or not. Oh, that's not gonna work. Let's get rid of more of this stuff. We've just got the one left to harvest. Let's unpause this so he can just go and get that. And then we'll repause that. He can go back to tearing out bushes. And then I think we'll do potatoes in here. Or maybe we'll do some more sunflowers right up in here. Maybe we'll leave that row out just in case we want to. Wait, what? Cancel that row. In case we want to put a road back there, I think maybe at some point. Plus, we don't need that many sunflower seeds. Like, that's not a huge concern. What do we need? I don't think we need a lot of wood down here, do we? We could probably pause that. That gives us 4 builders. Oh, hey. Got some more stuff down here. We can maybe up this to 3 and start planting potatoes. That's not working. Can't copy something that isn't there. Plant potatoes like so. Maybe not here. I think we're going to build a levee there. Probably. Normally I wouldn't rush into potatoes like this, but it's a bit of well-being that we can secure, and so we probably want that. We got a new well-being high score of 6, which is fantastic. Speaking of well-being, how are we doing on wood? Not fantastic. Let's see. Demolish. How did those not get marked for demolition? I don't understand. A little bit more potatoes. Now let's see. I think if we destroy these, they'll just move the berries to the city center. Maybe we don't trust that. Let's unpause this guy and get a little bit more well-being. And while we're on the subject, let's get a rooftop terrace here. That's all looking pretty good. Somehow missed one more bush. Everything looks pretty good. Oh, we need a road for you, don't we? There we go. We need one more house. We got 10 logs. That's not enough. We're going to build this thing first. Oh, it's done. We still got 10 logs. Okay, let's build a copy of this guy. We'll just get it done when we can. That's all the wood that we have access to. Okay. We got plenty of planks though. So let's do this. Oh, we don't even have to build stairs. Alright, I was thinking we would need stairs to get up there, but I guess we're good. We'll do that. You're full? No, you just got nothing to go and get. Okay, pause you. There we go. Now we have a housing surplus. It's all amazing. Now then, let's get ourselves a bit of a path over here. And some stairs up to there. And a couple more lumberjack flags. Right there. Did I mark those oak trees? That's a lot of wood up there. Yeah, okay, that's all marked out. Beautiful. We can go and start harvesting that. That'll take care of our wood shortage. And then these have, what, like 2 or 3 more days? Should be looking pretty good. This guy is idle, and I spaced planting the rest of our trees. So let's get some pine trees planted. Who knows how long he's been sitting there. Something like that. I want to get another, maybe we'll just build a dam or a floodgate right at the edge of the map. That would probably be a good idea. That'll keep all of this greened up. Although maybe that's not worth doing until we get the bad water diversion going. So I think we'll work on that next. We've got plenty of research. So let's build us a road out this direction. If we could get this up before the drought is over, that would be kind of excellent. Let's unlock levees. The trouble is, if we don't get it up, we need to... Yes. We need to make sure the water doesn't overflow into our space. I'm just sitting here thinking what the best approach for this might be. I mean, I guess the best approach is just to get it done in time, but I'm not 100% sure we can do that. Just because we don't actually have that much wood. I guess we're okay. We got all that oak we can pull up now. We'll just try it. We'll start with that. And if it overflows that, it shouldn't cause us any problems, I don't think. If we don't get it all done in time, that should probably be okay. Where does that put our build radius? Yeah, we can get to all that without any more pathways. Beautiful. That is going to cost us a lot of wood, but we are banking a bit, so it should be okay, I think, maybe a little bit. Got all of our crops in the ground. Now we're going to need, in 4 days' time, we're going to need a grill and some storage for grilled potatoes. So what is that going to cost us? The grill is 25 wood. Yikes. And the medium storage is 15. So another 40 logs. Well, we'll get this done and then we'll worry about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 8 is 56. Plus the 74 we have. That might be enough to get all this done. Do we not have any builders? Ooh, yikes, that's a little bit rough. We can probably get rid of one of these guys pretty safely. Oh, look at you guys with nothing to do. Come on. Alright, that's much better. That'll give us plenty of builders. We got 2.7 days. Our bottleneck is not labor. Our bottleneck is just going to be materials. I do believe this guy is not doing anything because he doesn't have any trees in range, so we'll send him off to be a builder too, temporarily at least. Here for the wood. Yeah, that's terrible. But it'll be okay, I guess. We still got, what's that, 32 wood over there. We have to build 4 or 5 more of these things. Well, actually 9 more because these aren't even done, right? Yeah, that's a lot of wood. Ooh, that's a lot of wood. I don't know if we get that done in time at all. Oh, we're almost done here. That's fantastic. Did I mark that for cutting? I did, okay. Eight of 12, beautiful. Yeah, it would have been a much better idea probably to have a log stockpile. Because we have builders that are not doing anything. Well, okay, no, it's fine. They're doing the same thing they would be doing. It doesn't matter. The stockpile would be a waste of time. They'd just be carrying the wood to the stockpile, and then they'd be doing the same thing that they're doing, essentially, with extra steps. So, yeah. Got 18 wood. Ooh, it's getting close. Yikes. He's keeping busy. And then I think once we get this all built, maybe we plant some oak trees over here. In fact, I think we can probably put those in the ground now. Like maybe some like... What's the range on this guy? Oh, that's not very far, is it? Oh yeah, it is, okay. We just can't reach that, I think. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, we'll take it. Some of those might get killed by the bad water, I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes. Oh, those are all built. We got 1 day left. No, no, no. Okay, that should get us there. We got 15 wood. We've got a fair bit to harvest. We've got one more oak tree out here. We got still 6 more out there. Wow, okay. Go, go, go. I do see that our forester here is planting oak trees instead of finishing up the pine, but I think that's okay. Probably. Let's unpause him. There's a couple of trees that he can get to. In fact, we're going to need both of these guys unpaused, aren't we? If we want to have any chance of getting this done. That's looking like a big negative. It's like the worst possible scenario is that we just have one of them unfinished. Actually, it's probably fine. I don't think it's going to cause us any serious problems. It's just going to be kind of ugly. And we might actually still get this done. We've just got the one left to do. We've got half a day left to do it in. And we have pretty much enough wood to make it happen. We've got plenty of people gathering wood, so that won't be the bottleneck. Yeah, I think we'll get that done just fine. 6 more. We've got 6 logs. Winning. It is going to cut down on our horsepower a little bit here, but there we are with 0.3 days left, and we just lost our water. So I think with a little bit more work on our dam, we'll probably want to put some floodgates in up here. I think that would be the easy answer. Just a little bit of work on that. We can secure enough water to make it through any drought, any of the early droughts, I mean. All right, that's done. We got 13 logs left over. There's the end of the drought. Beautiful. I'm gonna pause it there. I think we'll call that episode 1. So we've got everyone in housing. We've actually got 2 baby beavers that were just born. We've got triple research. We've got sustainable forestry. We've got probably more food than we can realistically even eat at this point, which means population growth needs to happen. Just as soon as we get a little bit more, once these pine trees start growing, I thought they would have been a little farther along than that. Well, anyway, I think we've got a pretty good colony established for the first drought cycle. And we'll call it there. Until the next time, you guys have a wonderful day, and make sure you leave me a like.